Do you ever notice there are times in your life when over and over again you're not getting the results that you want? And you have this vision, there's something that you want, and you're not getting the results that you want. Or do you notice there's patterns of time when you tend to have a similar emotional reaction that isn't enjoyable to a similar type of experience? And that's a pattern that repeats. I wanted to share this briefly because of watching a lot of my clients go through the neuro-linguistic programming that I'm doing with them and watching the amazing amount of shifts that they can go through. Hi, Joe. Thanks so much for being here. And one of my clients recently came on and she was saying, I don't know how to feel. Like she couldn't feel her feelings. And she's like, how do I do that? And the neat thing about neurolinguistic programming is that you can adapt the way you work with somebody so that they can access those feelings that they might not normally access. And the key here is not just accessing those feelings, but it's really being able to understand what the feelings are that you have and what you could do about it. How do you transform away from those patterns that you've been having? And so one thing was just finding the right way to work with her to get her to access those feelings. But it's also understanding what was the root that kept her from having those feelings, from having the feelings that she wanted. And that's where those unconscious pattern comes in. What blocks you from feeling or feeling the way you want or having the success that you want? So there's another neurolinguistic programming technique where we can block those patterns. And think about times where maybe, if people are late. Do you always get angry when people are late or stressed that you might be late? And do you want to shift it so you have a more relaxed response to that? Do you tend to get contractive or scared or uncomfortable when somebody talks in an elevated voice, right? That can be another common thing. Have you just noticed that you don't have great eating habits and you don't know how to get yourself to change your habits or exercise, do the things to take care of yourself? Are you noticing, like I mentioned, that you're just regularly not having tons of success and it's not to the level that you want and maybe even not to the level to be sustainable in life? So go ahead and do one of those hand raises just like Joe did if you relate to any of these at all. And this is what we want to play with in neurolinguistic programming is how can we move past some of those patterns? And what I'm actually going to do, it's either next week or the week after, I'm just talking to some people right now to put this together, is a demo of what one of these exercises looks like. And a lot of times watching a demo, you tend to go through the process internally as well and get a lot of internal shifts. You might relate to what that person is going through, which can feel very cathartic. That's the word, cathartic. And then you'll also just get an idea of what it's like to go through these processes. So if you're interested in seeing a demo, then type I want to see a demo in the chat below, and then I will include you on the invitation to that. The other thing is that I'm interviewing people actually to be one of the candidates to get the process done on them in the demo. And I still have a few more interview slots. So if you would like to do that interview early next week, then write I want to be interviewed, or you can message me privately and let me know that, and I'll send you the information to set that up. And then just the last thing I want to mention is that if you want support sooner than seeing this demo and you're ready to break through those patterns, then also message me and we can connect and I can share opportunities to support you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and just start to think of and notice what are the patterns that you've been having as you go throughout the rest of this day and the rest of this week. And what is it I really want? And then we'll talk about how to get there. Bye-bye. Thanks for being here.